Hello YouTube, this is Galway Yu-Gi-Oh here, and this is part 9 of my our beginner's guide to Dark Souls 3. In the last episode we killed the Cursed Rotten Greatwood. We got the Transposing Kiln on its old, and the Transposing Kiln just pretty much allows us to make boss weapons if we give it to Ludleth. But for now we're going to be continuing on and you know, getting to the Road of Sacrifices. If not getting to the Road of Sacrifices, I at least want to get to Hawkeye Go, and also talk to Siegvard, another NPC we'll see pretty soon. So drop down here. I did go back and level up at the Farlink Shrine, and that's how I got that key, by the way. I did give the Mortician's Ashes to the Shrine Handmaid, and then she was selling the key for 1500 souls. I used the rest of my souls to level up, and I did burn the Undead Bone Shard in the Shrine Bonfire to you know, get the +1 on my Estus Flask. Okay, these skeletons come to life only once, so they don't reincarnate after you kill them, which is a good thing. But yeah, just don't worry about that. You don't need a blessed weapon or anything. They do hit kind of hard, but they're pretty easy to avoid. I kind of think that they're more of a joke enemy. The reason I say that is because they actually have the same moveset as the skeletons in Dark Souls 1, which is laughably slow and easy to avoid in this game because it's so much faster. But it's kind of funny that they've kind of had a nod to that, and it's something only really Dark Souls 1 players would know because of the fact that it's the moveset. It's not that they look similar or anything, it's just literally the moveset they have. And I don't think the Catacomb Skeletons have anything close to it. In fact, I'm certain they don't. Okay, so I'm going to run past here. And by running past here, I don't mean I'm skipping any items, I'm just skipping those skeletons because I'm close to the exit anyways. Here's another Crystal Lizard. Make sure you do your jump attack on him. If I can get anywhere close, that is. There we go. Oh, skeleton followed us out, but it was only one. We did get the heavy gem, which is for strength builds, but still interesting. And here we get the Titanite shard, I believe. Yeah. Titanite shard is actually really good actually, because we need just one more, and we got two to upgrade our weapon to +3. You could get these earlier, of course, and do the boss with the higher scaling weapon, but it doesn't make enough difference to warrant it. Up there on that hanging body is the Blessed Red and White Shield +1, which is a very average shield, but yeah, something to consider if maybe you want a shield, a wood shield. It has okay balanced resistances. But yeah, it's kind of average. It also heals you very slowly if it's equipped, because it's blessed, but I don't know, I don't think it's that good. Next up we have a couple of NPCs. I'm going to skip the dialogue as I usually do, simply because I don't want to spoil anything, although at this point of the playthrough you probably don't care about spoilers. However, NPC conversations are still something I don't really want to have, just in case you're only watching the first like 5 or 6 parts in order to, you know, determine whether you want to play this game, or maybe you just got this game and you're struggling early on, you just want to, you know, see the first few areas. So you got to talk to these two guys. And there are items I've skipped. In fact, out here I will go get them, because I just don't really want to skip too many items. I just want to tell you what the ones are that I do skip, but not what you can't see. You know, I at least want you to see where the items are if I don't get them myself. You got rubbish there. Oh wow, I did not expect that actually. I couldn't actually see. It's a pity he didn't run off the cliff. God damn, I hate these guys. Okay. So there's this item right here, which is, I have no idea. Guess I'll find out. An ember, okay. There's one item outside that boss arena, right behind that tree, right above my head, and it's a alluring skull or a soul packet, I'm not sure which, but there's one dog guarding it, and it's really not worth going for if you're in this area. If you followed my walkthrough, you kill like 5 enemies to get one item, and behind this house right here is an item. I might as well get it now that I've aggroed the dogs, but it's also alluring skulls, so I kind of consider it kind of useless, but I'll get it anyway since I'm here. hate these dogs. I'm pretty sure it's alluring skulls. Yeah, it's 3 alluring skulls. Thankfully I wasn't wrong about that. I would have looked kind of like a fool. Okay, no more items here. There's, as I've said, 1 blessed red and white shield down there, in that hanging from a body right down below us, and there's also a soul packet or alluring skulls. I'm not sure which of those 2 kind of not really worth it items it is at the other end. And up there's the flame stone plate ring. You can knock it down from that earlier, I showed you earlier, but unfortunately when you do knock it down, you can't rest at a bonfire or it will reset, which really sucks and makes the item kind of not worth it in my opinion. Okay, so we need to wait for this elevator to come up. It'll reveal a NPC. Talk to him quickly.
This, well.
Okay, there we go. And we just need to roll through that elevator so that it will go down the way, because there's actually 2 elevators here, one that goes up and one that goes down, and they're linked together. So yeah, there we go. Just take this elevator up, and if you look above us, you'll see this wood platform you can jump to right there. So we do need to jump down onto that when we're on our way back down. So just be wary for that, because you don't want to miss it and have to, you know, go up and down over and over again. If you can get it on your first attempt to go down, and don't be scared to take a little fall damage, because that will probably happen either way. Here is the NPC that was shooting the arrows at us from afar. Remember I was showing you in the previous episode. If we talk to him and go make peace, and yeah, he's pretty much no dialogue. He only says make peace, and no, actually he only says who are you and I help anytime. So you may as well talk to him and do that, and just drop down here. Okay, Siegfried is here. We're just going to skip through his dialogue again. This time we need to do it 3 times. There's no consequence, I think, to just talking to him once, or even not at all. But yeah, you should probably talk to him the full amount of times, anyways, just to, you know, see his dialogue. You might be interested in that kind of stuff, and even if you aren't, it might unlock something within the game. Okay, so just aggro this guy and run. Siegfried will help you, and it's probably better off to get help from Siegfried.
Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side. Ah!
This guy is actually probably one of the more difficult enemies you'll have fought at this point in the game. Even harder than the bosses, just because of how much damage he does. Like, it's quite ridiculous, and he also hits you a lot more than other enemies. He's a lot harder to avoid with these kind of spinning around attacks and like strong AoE attacks that are hit off the ground, like that one. Thankfully, Siegfried is not useless. He takes the aggro off you. However, he doesn't do very much damage overall. There we go. That will reward you with the fairly useless at this point. In fact, the fire gem is most useful in the first 2 areas, which we're now coming to an end of. So yeah, kind of one of the most useful items for these 2 areas, and you get it at the end of them. So yeah, it's kind of useless at this point, but still you do get the fire gem, which I guess if you were using it for whatever reason, or you wanted to use it for whatever reason, you can get it there. Here you get the Pale Tongue in the northern set. The Pale Tongue allows you to do something with the Covenant that I'll show you later in the playthrough or walkthrough, but yeah, that shouldn't be for at least another 8 or so episodes, I think, if I go that far. But it is important, so make sure you do pick it up no matter what. There's no items that I've missed, by the way, down there. It's literally just those 3 things at that bottom level. Here there's a bit of an ambush. You can see there's 2 of these guys, but they're not too hard to deal with, especially if you're careful. Just stand back after every hit, and you should avoid their weird kicking attack. I don't even know if you call it kicking or just rambling about. I'm honestly not sure. And there's one more of them right here. I don't really know why he's here, but he does serve to give you souls. I don't know. Where's this one? Oh, there we go. So dogs, not really that hard unless you don't have a shield, in which case they become extremely hard. Take your time with this little ambush, but it should be fairly easy if you just be calm and take them out one at a time. They're a lot scarier looking than they actually are, as a lot of enemies in this game. Now this ambush up here, I guess you could call this an ambush, is actually pretty darn difficult, and I could, you know, just die here if I'm not careful. So I'm just gonna throw a firebomb to aggro them and hope only one of them follows me and the other one casts spells, as what usually happens. There we go. There's one once that one falls down, you've one-on-one. Oh, be careful though. They do hit quite hard. Oh, this is excellent. One of the best moves they can use, because it just gives you so much free damage. Titan Edge Shard, great. Oh, darn. That caught me off guard. Oh! Nice. Oh, please don't fall down. No item? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, the robe. Probably one of the ugliest looking items in the game, but yeah, I mean, if you want to make your character look a bit bigger, I guess you could use that. It actually is a fat armor piece. It's not that just they are fat, which I guess they are, but it is actually does make your character fat. Flynn's ring is good for, you know, low carry weight builds. It boosts your damage pretty much the lower your weight is, but obviously even with this kind of light armor setup, I'm still kind of too heavy to use Flynn's ring. In all honesty, it's kind of a really weak item in this game, but I mean, extra damage is extra damage, and it's one of the only items in the game that does give it to you. And just run and jump across here and you'll land on this platform. You have to kind of blind jump it. Over here is the mirror set, which is actually pretty interesting reference to Dark Souls 2. And over here is the Chloranthy ring, which is one of the best rings in Dark Souls 2. So just move across, equip that Chloranthy ring no matter what. It's just super useful, and it only weighs 0.8. The Northern set is actually really strong. It weighs the same and is actually kind of weaker than the Sellsword armor overall. In fact, it's super weak compared to the Sellsword armor. But it's not bad, like, and the mirror set is a lot lighter and it's not bad either. Okay guys, I honestly wanted to go to the next area in this episode, but I realize that it's all the way down there and it will take way too long to do in this episode. So instead I will end it here and, you know, go to the Road of Sacrifices in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a like. You know, if you want to see more, please do subscribe, and, you know, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts about the video. Peace out, guys.